Welcome to this virtual opening plenary that you are each watching in your own time zone. The coronavirus pandemic has changed the ways we are working, and we are very happy for this opportunity to have a global virtual marketplace meeting on data and knowledge using this technology. It takes place in 3 different time zones. Welcome to all members of the Data and Knowledge Working Group and other interested actors working on data and knowledge on displacement in the context of disasters and the adverse effects of climate change. Data is an important issue. Its lack and the need to improve it is universally acknowledged. It comes out as a recommendation from actors in all regions of the world. We need better evidence about the phenomenon. Evidence and data, both looking backward, seeing what has happened, but also looking forward. We need protections, models, because we need a basis for decision-making, for instance, within the framework of forecast-based financing approaches. The advisory committee of PDD, of which I'm the chair, has established this working group in 2016 to provide a space for these discussions. The Data and Knowledge Working Group is bringing together the wealth of research done. It has to find out what kind of data and knowledge are missing and what we can jointly do to obtain it. To strengthen data and knowledge on disaster displacement is in fact one of the strategic priorities of PDD. And it is based on the Nansen Initiative Protection Agenda, which, as some of you might remember, recommended back in 2015, collecting data and enhancing knowledge as a priority area for future action. Since 2015, we have seen important strides, including in the context of the work of this working group, but very importantly, also by partners like IDMC, IOM, and the World Bank. But important gaps remain. We still lack time series data, stock data. We are weak on disaggregated data, and our understanding of risks and protection needs in the context of slow onset events and processes remains limited. PDD continues to work with partners to support efforts to address data gaps and challenges identified in the global review and stocktaking of disaster displacement conducted by IDMC and your working group back in 2019. This will be complemented with support to targeted research. And of course, we will continue to provide support for the implementation of global policy frameworks such as the UNCCC, the GCM, the Sendai framework for the RR by providing relevant data and knowledge inputs. The last time we met in person was in February 2019 at PDD's advisory committee meeting. Since then, new research, new evidence, new methodologies applied to the collection and analysis of data on disaster displacement have emerged. And you all have contributed to this important progress. We look forward to hear about all these new exciting work during the marketplace and to see how much has been achieved since the last meeting of the working group. For those attending who are advisory committee members, we are going to get back to you once we digested the rich input from today's marketplace, and we will propose ways forward. We are also going to share with you a revised terms of reference and an invitation for all new advisory committee members to join the working group if you like. And for all those not yet advisory committee members, please consider becoming one. Just address yourself to the PDD Secretariat. Let me close by thanking all of you for taking the time to engage by presenting your research and contributing to the discussions today. I wish you fruitful discussions. I look forward to taking the findings and recommendations back to the advisory committee of PDD, but also to its steering group, so that we can move this joint agenda ahead. And last but not least, let me sincerely thank to IOM and IDMC for leading this. Thank you.
Displacement is a truly global phenomenon. In 2019, we recorded almost 25 million new displacements in the context of almost 2,000 disaster events. So it has a significant spatial footprint, but it also has a significant temporal footprint, as we increasingly find. It's not short-term in every instance. There are many occasions where life-saving, preemptive or spontaneous evacuations turn into long-term and protracted displacement. So this footprint has significant impacts also on not just people's lives, but whole economies and societies. And we're getting better and better at assessing this footprint, understanding its implications, but there are still huge gaps. And therefore, we at IDMC are really happy to be part of the joint effort of the PDD and to be co-chairing the Data and Knowledge Working Group since its creation. And this marketplace event is really timely and really critical as part of a broader effort. At IDMC, we are currently in the process of putting together a series of expert forums in preparation for our next global report on internal displacement. The focus of the report will be on the relationship between climate change and internal displacement. As we know, there are a lot of new approaches and promising tools and efforts in the making. Still a lot to learn, and we hope to hear from you all and build on what we will hear and learn in the marketplace sessions. So do reach out to us at IDMC if you want to be part of this collective effort. It's a collaborative platform that we're creating here, and it has huge potential in the future. Thank you.
We are very excited to welcome everyone to this DKWG Marketplace event. It has always been a great pleasure to co-chair the working group with IDMC. Together, we, as always, committed to continue working closely, advancing data and knowledge on disaster displacement. This includes regional collaborations, for example, in the Pacific, where IOM, IDMC, and PDD work closely together with national authorities, building regional synergy and comprehensive approach on disaster risk management, strengthening and building capacity on production of data and analysis for both operational response and policy level discussions to better understand, plan for, prevent, and respond to disaster displacement in the region.
This marketplace is the first of its kind organized by the Data and Knowledge Working Group, and it's an opportunity to assess where we stand in terms of data and knowledge on displacement related to disasters in the context of climate change and environmental degradation, and what should come next to fill remaining gaps and challenges. Over the past months, we have surveyed the advisory committee members of the PDD and invited them to present what they are working on in this marketplace. There are more than a dozen presentations that you will have the chance to listen to and discuss during this marketplace.
In order to accommodate the different time zones, we have divided the contributions in 3 sessions, 1 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. During each session, the speaker will have 10 minutes to present his or her work. It is short, but we hope it is sufficient to highlight how each of these initiatives reduce data gaps. The most interesting part, we hope for, comes after the presentations. We will have a moderated discussion for input and feedbacks. We really hope the discussion will be lively and dynamic, and this forum can really be an effective platform for exchange of ideas and knowledge.
And then after the event, the co-chairs will meet with the PDD Secretariat to take stock of all that was reported and raised and formulate a way ahead. So we thank you all to those who are presenting their work during the 3 sessions, those of you who are attending and enriching the discussions with their contributions, and we look forward to being in touch with you.